Does lying work? So today is January 6th, and Donald Trump was certified as the winner of the 2024 election. And I was having a conversation with someone about sales, because Donald Trump is a salesman, but it was actually about a completely different product. But I was having a conversation about sales and whether or not hyperbolic language and even just outright lies work in the realm of sales. And of course, you're gonna tell me, yeah, of course, like, who doesn't know that lying works in sales or that salesmen lie? But I was listening to Anthony Scaramucci's YouTube channel. And for those of you who don't know, Anthony Scaramucci was one of Trump's aides or one of his advisors, or he was part of the Trump administration. And eventually he ended up leaving because, I don't know, I think Donald Trump may have said something about his wife. But he told this story about how when Donald Trump was in between rallies and he was changing shirts or, he was taking off his tie.
We couldn't stop Trump from lying. I used to go to rallies with him. I did 71 campaign stops with him. We all own this, by the way, and so I've owned it more openly than others. We would come up from the campaign rally. We'd go back up onto the plane. I'd look over at him and say, what the hell did you say that for? That wasn't anywhere near the truth. He would be loosening that red tie and getting himself another shirt. He always changed shirts in between these rallies. And he would say, what the hell difference does it make? No one cares. And in fact, if I say it often enough, people will believe it. He told Leslie Stahl that. He said that if I just keep repeating it, there's a large enough group of people. Trump is a smart guy. People shouldn't underestimate him. He once said to me, 1 billion people know who I am. 500 million of those people hate my effing guts. He goes, but think of the possibilities on the other 500 million. And he's selling them Bibles and Bitcoins and all different types of things. So I guess the point is, Trump make it worse for all of us because now politicians look at this and say, okay, all politicians lie. That's the same way you and I are breathing. But now Trump has made it even bigger.
And that's so inspirational from an anti-hero perspective, right? And so the thing is that a guy like Donald Trump knows that lying, it doesn't matter. Now, as a human being, as someone who doesn't like to hurt people or doesn't want to defraud them, that just, it rubs me the wrong way. But then you have to ask yourself, in the long run, does it even really matter? Yeah, say for example, to the people that Donald Trump defrauded from his fake university, yes, it matters to them. Those people, hopefully, did not vote for Donald Trump. But then you had millions upon millions upon millions of people who did, right? And to those people, his lies don't matter. So does lying matter? Especially in the wake of today's certification. Because you have a lot of people who are out there who are really excited about his presidency and who decades after he dies will honor and venerate this man. This man who has multiple baby mamas, who started a fake university, who paid off corn stars, who sent people to the Capitol to potentially kill his vice president. And 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, you'll have people calling him one of America's best presidents, potentially. Controversial, but people may call him one of America's best presidents. And so one of the things that I think about is Dr. Martin Luther King's words, and it may not necessarily be the words that you're imagining. It's not from the I Have a King speech, or maybe it is from that speech, but specifically the words are, the arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. And I think that's a way of looking at the the micro instances of injustice and being able to say, you know what, it's a lot like flipping a coin. Yeah, you may get tails a number of times, but eventually things are gonna balance out. I do have to ask myself, is that true? Or is the universe a dispassionate place that does not have the same sense of justice that we do? Does lying matter? I don't know. Like in the nihilist portion of my soul or spirit, in the most cynical part of me, I think to myself, maybe it doesn't. Maybe the people who have just done you or I or people wrong will just live happy-go-lucky lives. And it won't matter whether or not they lied or did wrong. Because that's truly the larger question here. Does doing wrong matter? And wrong is different to different people. The scenario that I gave to this person that I was having a conversation with earlier was, you could have a slave owner in 1798 who beat their slave, raped somebody else, sponsored another ship to go overseas in order to steal some more people, and then did all these atrocious things, but was also able to vacation in some of the most beautiful places on the planet during their time, eat some of the best foods, wear some of the nicest clothes, go to some of the nicest parties, and then died nice and comfortably in their bed. And for them, did doing wrong matter? Did lying matter? I don't know. But like I said, today, January 6th, as Kamala Harris certified the election and had more decorum than Donald Trump did 4 years ago, you have millions of people celebrating a man that did not have that same level of dignity. And so, however much it matters, thank you, Madam Vice President, for being such a beacon of nobility. And one more thing. I create interactive stories for kids with a website called conversationswithcharacters.net, where kids are able to actually have conversations with the characters in the stories that I create. It's an AI-driven website that is meant to help with their reading comprehension, their vocabulary, and with phonics. So if you want to hop on over there, conversationswithcharacters.net, you can set up an account for free. We have free stories on there, and I would love for you guys to check that out and tell me what you think, and sign up. Guys, great talking to you, and I cannot wait to see you next time.
Kids today are passive watchers versus active readers. At conversationswithcharacters.net, we aim to change that. You and your kids can have conversations with characters like Jean, Gandhi, or a Vietnam POW. Just visit conversationswithcharacters.net and talk to any number of characters and explore history, culture, and learning in a new way like never before. Sign up and read select stories for free.